Okay guys, today we're going to be installing this Continental head unit here. We're going to be using some crimpers, snippers, a fluke to test the wiring. We have some butt connectors for connecting the wires. We've got a 9-volt battery for actually testing to see if the speakers work. And we have our connector. And you can find a link to all these items in the description. So let's go and install it in the car. Okay, as you guys see here, we have the 9-volt battery, and if you do a light touch to the wires, you will hear the speakers work. So you just want to do it briefly, and yeah. Here we have the front speakers. The back speakers in my car were not wired in from the previous owner. He had cut them off and just basically taped them over. So we stripped the wires back, tested the speakers with the battery. Here we have the antenna wire. This is so that the antenna can turn on and go up since it is a motorized antenna. Here we have the ground. The red and yellow is an always on 12 volts. And then we have the switched 12 volt over here with the blue and red wire. Here we have the speaker connectors. So this will be all the different speakers for the different for the front and back. And on this side we have all the stuff for the actual head unit. It's going to have the power, or it's going to have the wire for the antenna, and it's going to have the power and ground for the actual head unit and for the lighting on the head unit. So all of these connectors are going to have to go, and we're going to replace them with these two connectors to simplify the wiring. So here we have a butt connector. This is what we're going to be using to connect all the wires together. It's going to crimp on both the ends of the wires, the end on this end and the end on this end, and we're going to use heat to shrink the tips to make it so that it is nice and tight on the wire. Okay guys, so we did disconnect the battery wire so we don't accidentally short anything here, and we're just going to be cutting the wires really close to the connector.
So Continental gives you this diagram right here so you can see the pin outputs of the connectors and where they correspond to. This is where the battery trick is going to come in handy, so you can correctly identify which of these speakers are front right, front left, and rear right. And then these other wires in here are just matching the colors up to the connectors and then plugging the connectors in.
As you can see, we have stripped the wires and put the butt connectors on, and we're going to wire in the other part of the harness. We have tested all the speakers with the battery to find the location of each speaker, and then we wire them according to what the wire says. Here we have left front positive and left front negative. Okay guys, we have it all installed. We still need to put the trim around it, but we can still use the radio.
Woohoo! Welcome! And then this head unit has Bluetooth functionality, which is super nice, and it's got a beautiful retro look, so that amber, the blocky buttons, goes really well with the rest of the interior, and then the dash lights are also a similar amber color.
Since we have seen that the radio works, we have installed the dim slot, we have put the dim in, and we press the tabs down to secure it in place so that it's not able to be pulled out. Now we're going to slide the head unit and put the bezel on.
Yeah!
Nice.
Sick.
Okay guys, so we got the radio installed. This is the rat's nest that we got to pull out. There are some extra wires, some loose wires, some wires that didn't go to anything, and yeah, it's great to have less random wires, less likely to short something back there. And I think the installation went pretty easy, it was clean, and now I have less wires back there, and I'm pretty happy with that. If you guys want to buy that radio, it is in the description, so check that out. And I think the next move is going to be installing sound deadening. Now that we have speakers that work, I think it'd be nice to get rid of the extra rattles that come with that. Peace out, guys.
And then just tell them how we're going to do that. Did you just fart?
It was a loud one, not a smelly one. It's fine.
Dude, it was recording.
That's not making it in there.
It's leaving it in.
No!